What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. Hey, check it out. So there was a big discussion, or there's a few discussions going on about like discussing female nature with women. In general, it doesn't make sense to discuss female nature with women. They're not going to get it, okay? It's best to understand the nature, but discussing it with them, you're just going to end up in an argument. You know, they're not really going to accept, and they're not, an elite few will. Like if you go to the Reddit forum, there's a red pill forum and there's a red pill women forum. And these are women who actually recognize hypergamy and solipsism in themselves and when it takes place. And it's very interesting to watch how women recognize and actually actively understand how these things play on them. Especially when I say actively, I mean they've actually learned this and they understand it. A lot of times when I say actively, what I'm saying here is like many of these women, they do these things and they understand that they do them, but they don't understand the science behind it. These red pill women actually understand the science of it, and they take proactive steps to actually like fight against it, which is impressive. You know, it's so rare. It's an elite few. And I actually know one Muslimah. She's like a red pill type Muslimah. She understands human nature and behavior and whatnot, especially in regards to herself, and she takes action to fight it. And it's very, very impressive to watch. You know, so anyway, don't try and explain it to him because you're just gonna end up in an argument. Even the most passive woman who is most accepting of what you say, you're going to end up eventually coming to a head and you're going to end up in a fight with her. Here's the thing. At the same time, I don't say avoid it. Why? Because if you explain female nature to women, you can stand in front of her, explain it to her, she's still going to be subject to it. You can tell her, I know how you could behave because of this, that, the other. And you know what? She's still going to behave that way. Because she cannot change it. She can't. It's her nature. This isn't to throw women under the bus, despite, common beliefs or, statements from other people. This is not an attack on women. Nobody hates women. Nobody, if you get this from my channel, that there's a hatred for women, then you're in the wrong place. There's no hatred for women. They are what they are, We are what we are as men. We have our shortcomings also. I just don't spend a lot of time on male motivations because I understand male motivations. I grew up around men. We talk in locker rooms and whatever else. We talk amongst ourselves in private spaces. I know what we're thinking. I know what our nature is. I've spent a lifetime with that. I have a lifetime experience, but women, they've been given this entire social pass on their behaviors. We've been held to account for our misdeeds and misactions, and they are not held to, account for theirs. They don't know accountability and responsibility for their actions. Not anymore, at least. So, look, you can explain it to them, but understand you're going to end up in a fight, and she's still going to be subject to it. So it's kind of like a circular type thing where you're kind of wasting your time. You see what I'm saying? Sure, explain it to her. Say, hey, you know what? You're going to act like this, you're going to act like that. And she, what she's going to say? She's going to say no. And then a day later, she's going to do the exact thing you told her about. Because she can't help herself. Just like telling a bird, you know what? Eventually you're going to fly off. And you know what? It flies off because that's what it does. It can't help itself. It's not going to, I'm going to show him, and then it's going to hop around everywhere, all, down the street. It's not going to do that. And women are the same way. They are what they are. They do what they do. A woman's going to woman, a man's going to man. A bird's going to fly. A snake's going to slither. A dog's going to bark. And that was actually in that article I read. So, disabuse yourself of the idea that there's any sort of real benefit talking to women about their nature. They get it, but they're not going to want to get it. Does that make sense? We're talking about illogical creatures in the sense of logic. They'll know you're right, deny it, and still do it. And won't miss a beat. So, it's like this, we're in generation meme, like this one meme showed. It's like I watch women describe all these attributes of the men they want and then go for a man who's the exact opposite. And if you understood anything about the nature of women, then you'd understand how true that is. So anyway, just something I want to pop out there. This is your man, Abuamerican. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Abuamerican. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'm out.